About 3 weeks ago, I was here in my yard. I found this little fawn that passed away. It's kind of sad. I get a lot of deer up here, and they're running around. They're really cute, and this is the first time I found like a dead fawn in my yard. Just it's kind of hard to tell by this, but he's a teeny little guy, super cute. So, but sometimes that happens. So today, in today's video, talking about decapitation that pays. Remember watching some of these shows where you got Medusa, and Medusa's little heads keep on popping up everywhere, and pop, and Hercules has to keep cutting the heads off. Boy, that's a lot like how life is. You've got to be aware of the people around you. Like, bless my wife, sweet woman. She's like, oh, Mike, you know, you're obsessed. This stuff's crazy. You're not going to get there. You need to stop doing this. I want to be able to do this and this and this. You know, I hear you, man. I feel the same way. I get tired of being obsessed, but the only way I know how to get to the breakthrough to the other side is through obsession. And so last night I went and I found this. I've had this on this is one of the things I've had on my dresser for a long time. This is where all breakthroughs come from. You know, first thing, you've got to have the ability to be passionate. Name anybody that's like not crazy, wild, successful that didn't have a breakthrough because they were like stupid, crazy, passionate about something. I mean, think about it. Everybody you think of, Albert Einstein, crazy, passionate. You think of Mark Zuckerberg, crazy, passionate. You think of Elon Musk, he's crazy, passionate. Everybody around him, his friends, his family, everybody's like, oh, declare bankruptcy, give up. You're not gonna make it, you know? And sometimes you like love the people around you, but man, whip out that sword and start chopping some heads off. And I'm not talking about taking their heads. I'm just saying that you've got to be able to screen this stuff out. The closest people to you that love you, they're the ones that don't necessarily have the money, and they're the ones that are trying to give you this wonderful coaching about give up. And they're like, don't be so passionate no more, stop it. And then you got to get creative. You're like where's my breakthrough gonna come from? I don't know. Well, get creative, because it's where it's at. Everybody that's got breakthroughs is creative. Elon Musk got breakthroughs because he's creative. You got Richard Branson. Dude's creative. He does all these wild things. Like, not that I really condone it, but he even had like this hot model on his back, water skiing with her, and she was like naked on him. You know, I mean, I'm not saying to do that, but what I am saying is that it was kind of crazy, and it was breakthrough, and it was creative. He was passionate. He was creative. Then you take initiative. You know, a lot of people don't think that you know, you got to start. So start somewhere. I mean, this guy right here, he started somewhere, but it doesn't look like he was a strong finisher. Got to be one of the ones that are finishers. This ought to give you guys a lot of hope, because in the world, when I got in here, let's see if I can make this so you can see it. When I got in corporate America, corporate America loves intelligence. They like, oh, we can't hire you unless you've got a GPA of 3.9, cum laude. I mean, I got all those things, but so what? That was like training to be a perfect employee, having those things. And so intelligence. And then they're like, oh, be diligent. Like when I was a Raytheon, you know, the thing is I was a material program manager. I was in supply chain, and we would like polish. I call it like polishing the rock. You just polish the turd, and everybody gets more polish out, and we apply more and more polish, hoping that somehow our management leadership's gonna go, you're the best polisher on the planet. That's a breakthrough. Here's you a 20% merit increase, right? And guess what? These things didn't come because you were the best turd polisher. It's not the way it's done. And then obedience. It's like, oh, great, you can just sit there and listen to what somebody else does and tells you what to do. There's nothing wrong. I'm just saying obedience is valuable. But when we're talking value creation, you're creating something that's out of nothing, that doesn't exist. Steve Jobs says, push on something, push on it hard enough. And if you push hard enough, one day you're gonna see something pop out the other side, okay? You know, maybe that right there comes down into some diligence and stuff. But obedience, I don't want to downplay obedience, because part of your way of being successful in life is obedience. But obedience is following somebody else's plan, which means you get a paycheck and a salary. All the money for all the crazy ones out there is at the top. The bottom three is what you kind of wind up with. This is from Future of Management by Gary Hamel. Read this book, love it. When I see this, it's like, okay, cool, it gives me hope, because I see some of these guys out there that they're dumb. Okay, I was listening to a guy today on Russell Brunson's training. Wasn't Russell, and it wasn't somebody in his super close inner circle, but the guy was, I was listening, I'm like, dude, you're kind of dumb. But near as I could tell, the guy's killing it. But if you look at what he possesses the top 3. What he doesn't possess is the number 4. And he probably didn't do too good on the bottom 2. But all of his money was made in the top 1. So just hit it. Apparently that's what you need. So anyway, rags to riches. Here's the secret formula for at least hitting. This is your starting point. If you don't possess these, then probably ought to move on, because the stuff I'm going to end up sharing to you is the crazy stuff that's right up in here, and that's all I'm going to hammer on. I'm going to hammer it and hammer it and hammer it until there's a breakthrough. And so, doing the rags to riches transformation, you're going to see I set up my website. Well, I didn't set it up, but I bought the domain name so I can get it set up. Subscribe here, and when I get the website finally built up, and then you can go there. In the interim, go check out the website I'm working on right now. It's missmelva.com, so MISSMELVA.com. That one is Bring Mom Home. The reason I'm hammering on Bring Mom Home is when I was growing up, I got all the benefits of having my mom at home. She was there for me. I think there's a lot of moms out there that would benefit from getting the same thing. My mom's got 25 years experience doing this. She made really good money during that time. So what we did is we're pivoting, and we're shifting so that she can start training other mothers so that they can get the same benefit. So Bring Mom Home, created a Facebook page just initially. It's called Bring Mom Home. So it's a community, and then there's a group, and those are both getting set up. So anyway, see you there. Rags to riches transformation. Let's do it. Later.